Hi everyone. Today we're going to be talking about standard form. So we talked about slope-intercept form yesterday. Today we're going to do standard form. So linear equations are also frequently written in standard form, which is ax plus by equals c. Equations written in standard form can be converted to slope-intercept form by solving for y. So remember, slope-intercept form is y equals mx plus b. Write each equation in slope-intercept form. Identify the slope and the y-intercept. Alright, so we just have a few steps that we're going to do for each of these. Our first step is going to be to subtract whatever's with the x, so we can say subtract ax. And our second step is to divide by b, which is the number that is with our y. Alright, so on number 1, my first step is going to be to subtract 2x. That leaves me with y equals. I'm always going to write the y first, negative 2x plus 3. There's no number with the y, it's technically just a 1, so I don't have to do anything else. So my directions say write the equation in slope-intercept form. So this is one answer. Identify the slope and the y-intercept. So our slope, which we use an m for, is the number that's with our x. So our slope is negative 2, and our y-intercept is 3. Okay, so if you forget what these mean, you might write it on here. That one's slope. This one is y-intercept. Okay, number 2, I'm going to subtract 4x from both sides first. So that leaves me with 5y is equal to negative 4x minus 30. Notice I'm not actually subtracting these two. In the sense I'm not doing negative 30 minus 4 because they're not like terms. And then my second step is going to be to divide everything by 5. So this will be y equals negative 4/5 x minus 6. My slope is negative 4/5, and my y-intercept is negative 6. Okay, on number 3, I'm going to subtract x from both sides. So I have negative 3y is equal to negative x plus 12. Then I'm going to divide everything by negative 3. So this gives me y equals, technically this is like negative 1 divided by negative 3, which is positive 1/3 x minus 4. So that gives me a slope of 1/3 and a y-intercept of negative 4. Okay, I'm going to subtract x on number 4. So that gives me negative y is equal to negative x minus 8. And then since this is a negative y, I'm going to divide everything by negative 1. So that's going to give me y equals x plus 8. My slope here is going to be a 1, and my y-intercept is 8. Okay, starting number 5, I'm going to subtract 4x from both sides. So that gives me negative y is equal to negative 4x. Then I'm going to divide everything by negative 1. So that gives me y is equal to 4x. This tells me that my slope is 4, and since I'm not adding or subtracting anything, my y-intercept is 0. You could pause the video here and try the next few on your own and then come back and double check to make sure you got the same thing. Okay, on number 6, I'm going to start by subtracting negative 3x. So that gives me negative 2y is equal to negative 3x minus 14. And then I'm dividing everything by negative 2, which gives me y equals 3 over 2x plus 7. That tells me my slope is 3 over 2, and my y-intercept is 7. Okay, now this one's interesting. It's not technically in standard form because for standard form we're not supposed to have a negative out front here. But that's okay, we can still work this problem. This time though, instead of subtracting, since this is negative, we will add 6x to both sides. So this would give us 4y is equal to 6x plus 20. And then I'm going to divide everything by 4. So this gives me y equals. Now 4 doesn't go into 6 evenly, but I can simplify that. This would simplify as 3 over 2x because I can divide 6 and 4 both by 2, and then plus 5. That means my slope is 3 over 2, and my y-intercept is 5. Okay, for number 8, I'm going to start by subtracting x from both sides, which gives me 5y is equal to negative x minus 15. And then I'm going to divide everything by 5. This would give me y equals, this will be negative 1/5, make sure you can see the negative, x, and then minus 3. That means my slope is negative 1/5, and my y-intercept is negative 3. A few more. Okay, I'm going to start by subtracting 3x here. So I have 3y is equal to negative 3x minus 12. And then I'll divide everything by 3. That gives me y equals, I'm going to write it as negative 1x plus 4. You could also just write it as negative x. That means my slope is negative 1, and my y-intercept is 4. Okay, on number 10, I'm going to start by adding 2x. So that leaves me with negative 4y is equal to 2x plus 36. I'm going to divide everything by negative 4, which would leave me with y is equal to negative 1/2 x minus 9. So make sure you simplify those when you can. That means my slope is negative 1/2, and my y-intercept is negative 9. On 11, I'm going to subtract 12x first, so that I have negative 9y is equal to negative 12x minus 9. And then I'm going to divide everything by negative 9. So y equals negative 12 over 9. I can divide those both by negative 3. So this would be 4/3 x, and then plus 1. So my slope here is 4/3, and my y-intercept is 1. Okay, I'm going to subtract 4x. So I have 10y is equal to negative 4x plus 10. And then I'm going to divide everything by 10. Negative 4 over 10 simplifies as negative 2/5. And then 10 divided by 10 is 1. So here my slope is negative 2/5. And my y-intercept is 1. Alright, so it says determine the equation that best represents the line shown on the graph. Convert them to slope-intercept form. Alright, so first thing is I'm going to look at my graph. My y-intercept on this is negative 2. And then my slope, it looks like, goes up 1 and then over 3. So my slope is 1/3. What you need to do is you need to take each of these equations and rewrite them just like we did on that previous problems. Okay, so A would be y equals negative 1/3 x minus 2. Does that have the right slope and y-intercept? No. Okay, this one would be y equals 1/3 x minus 2. Does that have the correct slope and y-intercept? Yes. You can convert the other ones if you like, we just don't need to. Okay. Here, it looks like my y-intercept is negative 1. And my slope looks like it goes up 2 over 1, which would be 2 over 1, which is 2. Alright, so I'm going to start by converting these. This one would be y equals negative 1/2 x minus 1. So not quite what we're looking for. This one would be y equals positive 1/2 x plus 1. So not quite what we're looking for. This one would be y equals negative 2x minus 1. So not quite what we're looking for. So that tells us the answer is D, which is for funsies. Y equals, this would be 2x minus 1. Okay. So start by finding our y-intercept. So our y-intercept here is 7. And then slope, I gotta find a point. Looks like it's right, oh, sorry. Right here. So we're going down 5 and over 4. So negative 5 over 4, which does not simplify. Okay, so this one would be y equals negative 4/5 x plus 7. It does have the positive 7, but the fraction's the wrong way. This fraction is going to be the same, just positive. Okay, so here I'm going to have y equals, this would be negative 5/4 x and then plus 7, which is what we're looking for. Alright, so that finishes up standard form. So the assignment that you're going to get the first half of it is about slope-intercept form, so those notes from yesterday, and then the second half is about these notes. So you're going to want to use both sets of notes to help you answer those questions. I hope y'all have a great rest of your day.